Hi everyone, today is October 23, 2022. It is 12 p.m. and 14 degrees Celsius. We started our walk today in front of the Toronto Carpet Manufacturing Company. And this is a very old place here. And we're now walking east on King Street. This area is very close to Liberty Village. And of course, this here is the Toronto Carpet Factory. Very cool to see these old. And even here, when I look up, here's the old lamp posts. And it looks like there's the street signs here. These ones here say Toronto Carpet Manufacturing Company or Corporation. And lots of condos have gone up here. This place really went towards a high number of condominium developments. All these condominiums here are relatively new, but they've been here for quite some time now. At least several years now, I'd say. And we're now passing Fraser Avenue. Here's a look towards the south on Fraser Avenue. And here's another look at the Carpet Factory building here. Let me unlock my camera to give you guys there we go. Beautiful old building. See if I can get it all in one shot. There we go. A lot of history here. Across the street, I believe this is the City of Toronto Works and Emergency Services. Over here we've got, I think this is the Lampert Stadium. And these benches here in Liberty Village, let me unlock my camera, there we go. Aren't these cool? These are very unique benches here in Liberty Village. Let's see what this one says. This one says Karen Ho Fat on a roll. It says Liberty Village BIA Artist Bench Series 2019. That's pretty cool. I'm curious to learning more as to what these benches are about. I think that maybe the Liberty Village BIA, which stands for Business Improvement Area, which is kind of like a local organization that every part of Toronto has. They have their own business improvement area, and they get to come together and figure out how they can improve the business area for more business owners, more customers, and stuff of that nature. Here's Struck Tube and Canadian Tire across the street. And there's a McDonald's there as well. Here's a cool view. Let me show you guys some of these condominiums here. These are relatively short towers, which means that these condominiums will probably have more privacy and less people, less density of people. So they're probably more quieter too. Here's another look at the stadium here. Looks like they got some stuff set up. There's a left sled there, which they, I guess, load up with weights and then they push it across the field. Lots of different stores here. We've got a Longo's. We've got Kitchen Hub. We've got PetSmart. There we go. Here's a sign for this stadium here. This is the Lamport Stadium. And beside it is the Lamport Stadium Park, which would be there in that direction there. And there's a Winners here and a Shoppers Drug Mart. This used to be the Liberty Village Rotisserie. I'm not sure if they closed because of the pandemic. And here's a pretty cool, unique fence here, separating the rear side of these commercial units and their parking lots with the main street here. That's very creative, and it's covered, so it's not really visible to anyone passing by. Looks like kind of like metal trees, metal foliage, I should say. Oh, here's another one of these. So we have another bench, but we also have this thing here. Let me see if I can. Looks like the sun is on the back of it. There it is. So this is some sort of a structure. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these metal-like cylinders, kind of like stuck together. I'll see if I can find some information about this work of art online for you guys. It says Michael Goland, 2012. Nice. This is a very cool piece, very unique. And it's curvy, so it curves this way in a very unique way. Then behind it here, we have one of these Liberty Village benches. Let's take a look at this one and see what it's called. It says Milieu by P. Fortune. To reach the fruit, one must go out on a limb. I like that. That's unique. Very interesting. Here it is. Let me see if I get it all in one shot. Here it is. And that looks like a half-eaten loaf of bread on the bench. But very unique. I like the red color and I like the black and white. But the red is definitely a very bright kind of shade of red. So it really makes it stand out amongst the background. Let's walk through here, through Liberty Village, and see where we end up. We've got Toronto Realty Boutique. We've got Booster Juice. We've got Fat Burrito Company. We've got In Japan, Japanese takeout restaurant. This store looks like it's closed. It may be open. There's a sign there called 8 Mile Detroit Style Pizza. Here's Sushi and Bowl and Popeye Supplements. Here's Burger Drops. This is Drop Shop Smash Burgers and Fries. Liberty Shawarma. Naomi Sandwich and Gourmet Food. And Smooth Wax Bar. Here's a look down Snooker Street and Atlantic Avenue. This is a look east down Snooker Street. Let's go around this way and do a walk around. Today's a Sunday. I hope everyone has had a refreshing and relaxing weekend, and I hope everyone is charged up and ready to take on this week with a new vigor and energy. It is a very warm day today in Toronto. I'm actually very surprised. This is a restaurant called Arvo, and it says coffee, brunch, and shop. And there looks like to be another coffee shop here called Impact. And we're now here at Liberty Street. We're gonna go west, we're gonna go east on Liberty Street. And here we go. And there's a big smokestack here. Let me show you guys a more, there we go. Here's a more complete view of it. This is pretty cool. It looks very kind of like old, and I would say medieval even. And it's part of the Scotia Bank now. Or I should say Scotia Bank is now part of the building with the smokestack. And across the street is the Liberty Market building, along with this huge parking lot in case you need parking space. But they've got a lot of different stores in that Liberty Market building, and they've got lots of sitting space here for anyone who wants to sit down and enjoy the summer weather. Here's a Balzac's coffee shop. And there, Liberty Market building, we've got Bank of Montreal. There's a bulk barn in there. There's Pizzaville. There's local, public. It looks like it says eatery. It's got Carnaby's jewelry. It's got a vape store. It's got a cannabis store. And we've got the condo store, Realty Inc. brokerage. We've got the Rousseau Group, established in 2013. We've got the Village Family Health Team, Liberty Market Pharmacy. And there's a Dollarama here. This looks like it's potentially a big Dollarama. There's a Bank of Montreal. I really like this old kind of loft style design to these kinds of oldish buildings. Liberty Village has come a very long way, and they've done a lot of developments here. They got a lot of different condominiums here. There's a Popeye's chicken there. That's pretty unique. And another smokestack. Maybe these are like, I gotta do more research and figure out what kind of like facilities these used to be. And here we have an Axe and Hatchet grooming club. And this building here has a sign on it saying No Dough Liberty. Not really sure what that means. Oh, there we go. No dough, pasta, pizzette, Vinny and one more thing, Burrite looks like it says. There's an Aroma Espresso bar and a CIBC bank. There's a dentist there. And a store that says Brazen Head. There's a condominium here on this side. There we go. Got a bit of the sun in the way there. And we also have this building here. This one at the base has this artwork. Let's go closer and take a look at what it is called. Let me see if I can zoom in from here. There it is. Looks like it's made out of metal of some sort. This is very cool. Let me get behind the sun. There we go. Have a view without the glare. See if I could zoom in. But this looks very unique. Kind of looks like a big anchor of some sort. This may very well be trying to see if I can find a plaque or a name of an artist or name of the work. But here's another view. It's very unique. I like these kinds of outdoor art pieces that are made out of this kind of material, like a metal. Although this one looks like it's kind of starting to rust a bit, but if they had some sort of a glossy color kind of finish on it, maybe that would have been more protective from the rust. But I like these kinds of artworks because they, like, no matter what the weather effects are, like it could be raining or snowing and all this stuff, and they'll still just be there. Super cool. Here's Maria East Indian Roti. Yummy. It smells very good, actually. I'm gonna have to try this place out one day. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to like organize my content better, or I should say more like effectively. I'm thinking of maybe putting all my like restaurant reviews on another channel. And connect that channel to this channel. There's a Remax here, and across all the way at the end is a bridge that I believe this takes you towards King Street. And there's a lot of mural artwork on it. This is pretty quiet, and it's got a very, Liberty Village has a very unique energy to it. Kind of hard to describe. I grew up a little bit in this area when I was much younger, and it's always had this different kind of, hard to kind of explain, but definitely a unique energy. I'd say it's a good energy. It's kind of like, it's a very Toronto-ish energy. That's an interesting way to describe it. It's very Toronto-ish. Oh, there's another work of art. That one looks like different kinds of stones in different formations on top of each other. There's some round ones and some cylindrical ones. Maybe we'll get that one in a future video, perhaps. In the meantime, I want to really get a closer view of this public work of art. That looks very cool. There it is. And it looks like they're redoing this or upgrading this park maybe. But there it is. It looks very unique. Very abstract. Not sure what it could be. Maybe it kind of resembles some sort of a drill, like a drill bit of some sort. Maybe drilling through chaos and trying to create a path of progress through chaos. Maybe that's interesting. That's just my own unique interpretation of what this could possibly mean as a work of art. And of course, this is called Liberty Village Park. And lots of seating around this park and around Liberty Village. Getting kind of tongue-tied here. And it's accessible via the TTC. That's pretty cool. So you can go from your condominium right to the TTC, which is right across the street. And here's look south. We're now passing Pirandello Street. Pirandello? I don't know if it's Pirandello or Pirandello. Let me show you guys how the sign reads. There it is. I'm reading this as Pirandello. Pirandello. And there's another work of art off in the distance there. There's a lot of creativity and artwork and stuff like that. I think I wouldn't mind living here in Liberty Village. This seems like a good place to... It feels like it's a safe place, like in terms of like crime and stuff like that. It feels like it'll be safe. And there's some townhouses here on this side. See if I get a better, closer view of this work of art. There it is. It's a bit on the small side, so to speak, compared to the other ones. I don't see a sign or a plaque anywhere for this one. But this one looks like it has some birds on it.
Yeah, get them titties tan today, boy. It's a nice day.
There it is. kind of hard to see because of the glare. But this definitely stands out. Here's some beautiful buildings here. This one is really, really new. Probably one of the newest developments here is this one. Same with this one here and the ones ahead of us. It looks like there's a Wendy's here. Here's a closer view of the Wendy's. And here's a look at the building. This is a relatively short building. And short buildings tend to be more, I believe, quieter. But I think that the challenge with the shorter buildings is that because there's less units, the maintenance fees to cover all the expenses, I think tend to be on the higher side. But I'm not sure. I mean, makes sense if that would be the case. But I don't think the owners will mind, because the city, you know, the prices tend to be like on the really high side, and with inflation, prices are going up. But then again, we do have that interest rates going up situation. So we'll have to see what happens. And there's more condos coming up here, as we can see to the right, where they've put up these boards. There's a CN Tower off in the distance. Let's see if we can zoom in. There it is. It's a very clear sky day today. And we're now walking north on Strawn Avenue, approaching Wellington Street. Here's a look towards the east on Wellington Street. And here's a look towards the west on Wellington Street. And we can see the CN Tower there in the distance. And we're now approaching Kniff Street. Here's a look east on Kniff Street. Here's GSH Medical. It's a walk-in family medicine, chiropractor, physiotherapy, all sorts of different services. We're now back on King Street and Strawn Avenue. Here's a look east on King Street. Looks like there's some repairs going on with the roads. Here's a look west on King Street, and the road is closed there past Strawn Avenue. We're gonna go ahead and walk east here on King Street and see where we end up.
Bring it to me, I'm gonna get it on my own, you know?
Here's LA Prep or La Prep, where it looks like the store is for lease. Across the street we have Thai Room, Thai and Malaysian cuisine. Here's a beautiful view. See the lights on these townhouses here, and leaves are falling and they're yellow. That's very unique. I'm very surprised that it's such a beautiful sunny day here today in Toronto. I was not expecting this. I was more prepared for colder weather, as I got my pants, my sweater, I got my jacket. And here's a pretty big park. And it looks like they built a dog park section there in the distance. Whereas before, people would just have their dogs running around on this big field. The sun is shining very beautifully today. This is called Stanley Park. And there's a baseball diamond here as well. It says Stanley Park Outdoor Pool. So it looks like they got a swimming pool on that side as well. There it is. I never knew they had a pool here. I wonder if the water is warm. I don't think they have it running though, because I think they've probably closed it down to get ready for the fall. Looks like there's no water in that swimming pool. I think we'll probably have outlier days like this where it'll be very sunny and warm, but we'll also, I think overall in general, I think we're trending towards the weather getting cooler. But then again, who knows? We are also dealing with climate change and global warming and all these other phenomenon at the same time. We're now here at King Street and Niagara Street. Here's a look south on Niagara Street. And there's a look north on Niagara Street. Here's a restaurant called Hyde Social. Got some dry cleaners, luxury salon, medicine wheel, tattoo removal and fading, Thai kitchen. A lot of Thai food places here in Toronto. And we've got Studio Legree. Looks like an athletic place. Here's a place called Startwell. Coffee and tea, co-working events. There's Brad J. Lamb Realty. Brad J. Lamb is a very famous I think veteran is a good word to probably describe him. Very famous veteran of real estate in the city of Toronto. And this is his brokerage, Brad J. Lamb Realty Inc. And he became very popular with these advertisements that he would place on billboards around the city and the downtown area. Then he opened up this brokerage here, Brad J. Lamb Realty Inc. And then he opened up that there, Lamb Development at the top left corner. And he went into, I believe, condominium developments. And so he's now a builder as well. And amazing. I think he's yeah, definitely one of the best probably condominium realtors in the city of Toronto. And there's Shy Coffee Company. And we're now at King Street and Tecumseh Street. I'm going to pass this one quickly. Here's a look south on Tecumseh Street. Lots of sun going on over there. Here's a kitchen table store, and they've been open here for probably as long as I can remember. And it's always been a part of this condominium here. This is the Summit condominiums. And across the street we've got a Tim Hortons store. We've got an Inns Market and a Scotia Bank. There's a McDonald's in the far distance there, and a Hero Burger in the near distance. There's a Canna Cabana cannabis shop. Here's the Busy Bee King Mart. We have King Vape Shop. A lot of vape stores, a lot of cannabis shops. We got Wild Wing. We've got another Thai cuisine. We're now here at King Street and Bathurst Street. Here's a look south on Bathurst Street. Looks like there's some construction there, or I should say some construction signs up that is squeezing the traffic. And here's a look north on Bathurst Street. This is the 511 Bathurst streetcar to Bathurst Station. And here's another restaurant here. This is called Oretta. Here's Lavelle Restaurant, Pool and Lounge. PSR Brokerage. There's a Starbucks here, and they've been here for quite some time now. A lot of these outdoor benches have been set up here on King Street. There's a very strong Toronto energy in this area. And there's Scholastic. And I believe that they're a book publisher for students. Here's Ruby Soho. And we're now passing Portland Street here. As you look south on Portland Street. You look north on Portland Street. Doing some construction there, so the roads are closed. We're now in the Fashion District. This building here used to be where you would find the Spoke. And the Spoke was a private club that was owned by Galen Weston. And to be a member, and so to be able to go to this boat club, you had to be a member. And to be a member, you had to know Galen Weston personally. So it was kind of exclusive in that way, but they closed down recently. And here we have Mademoiselle Bar and Grill. This is relatively new here, and it's very white, and it's got this white and blue color scheme going on, which is looks very classy, I'd say. And the color scheme looks very professional and high-end. 555 perfect leather. This leather place has been here for pretty much as long as I can remember. There's Wilbur Mexicana, and there's the Keg Steakhouse and Bar. Here's a condominium on top of Wilbur Mexicana, and it looks like they're getting a lot of sun based on the reflection that I'm seeing on the window. And they're building some more condominiums here. This here used to be a parking lot. They took this parking lot and they're turning it into a condo. Looks like they are well on their way. But it looks like they have quite a long ways to go. There we've got Four Brothers Pizza and Wings. That used to be a Pizza, which closed down. I believe it was during the pandemic the Pizza closed down. And so now we have a Four Brothers Pizza and Wings store. This is relatively new, and so I have yet to try it. There's Chibo. And I wonder if this Chibo is the same Chibo that is in Yorkville. Yeah, I think it is. This is probably another location of theirs. Looks like there's some people in there. And of course, this is Pablo's Snack House.
Yeah.
There's Rodney's Oyster House. There's Nook, and this is Spin. Here's Rabbit, Brunch. That looks pretty cool in there. Here's Arcane and Marble Restaurant. This is where a lot of the night scene in the city of Toronto is, and has moved gradually over the years. Here's Soma Chocolate Maker. We're gonna have to go in there one day and look at what kind of chocolates they have. Here's an overall look at the building. Beautiful building. And we've got McCain. Wow, look at this. This is a newspaper like box that is kind of like an artwork of some sort, but it's really, it says, read how the star is covering Canada's changing climate. So this is kind of like one of those works of art, I'm guessing, that brings attention to climate change. And it looks like this newspaper box is melting onto the sidewalk. And so that's super creativity that they put into it. Very unique. Great way to draw people's attention to a very important global issue that affects us all. And we're now here at King Street and Spadina Avenue. Here's a look south on Spadina Avenue. And here's a look north on Spadina Avenue. Here's the 504 streetcar, which is going towards the Distillery District.
I was like,
And I think I'm going to end this one here in front of this Aroma Espresso bar. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please hit the like button. For more videos like this, please hit the subscribe button and the bell notification icon. And I will see you in the next one. Take care.